Good morning. We're on to day whatever it is, day 6 I think, and whatever part of this series this is. So today the plan is to start on the flooring. This is called, in English I think they call this probably floor joists, something like that, and in Russian they're called lagi. And I'll bring it now, I'll focus you in now down to the show you exactly what the plan is, what I'm going to do. So I'm hoping you can see this, exactly what it is. So this looks very complex, but it's not when you break it down. So what we've got is a piece of timber running right around the outside, along this whole outside perimeter of the flooring of the floor of the house. The only things that aren't included are, and you can see it on here, there's a straight line running across here, which is the small deck or terracing, whatever you want to call that, which is where the door will be. And then on this side we've got another piece running across there, and that is where the other decking will be, the bigger decking, the internal decking, and that again is separated off from this. So we go around there, around the window, down. That's the outside contour of the flooring, and then on the inside there is some additional elements, and these are called in Russian elements, and these are where the walls are going to be. So you've got a wall running down here and an extra piece put in here. Then we've got the same here, wall, extra piece put in. And the reason for that is that there's two reasons. The first reason is that when you put your wall in here, on the inside there would be nothing to fix on the floor, the final floor. So in this case it's either going to be plywood or safety, I'm not sure which yet, but they're big sheets of material that cover the flooring, the final flooring, and you need something to fix it to at this end. So there's an extra piece put in there to fix it, and there again, that's one room if you like. This way it's not impossible to got these to fix it too. Which must have an next one. So you can see where the walls are going to go. There's one wall come down here, one down here, one down here, one here, one here, and one here. So we have to go from around the contour of the top of the floor, like that. So that's the plan today. Once that's in place and fixed in, then I can start putting in the internal pieces. Now that's not only is it going around the outside, there's also ones going across this way. So basically where the Abriaska is, they sit on the centre of the Abriaska. A piece going across there. So you can imagine it's like one piece there, one piece there. It's like frames. One frame there, one frame there, one frame there. The reason for the frames is that there's two reasons. Where you got between splitting rooms, underneath they have to have a stopper here, and the reason is that if there was a fire in the house, the fire, and it's the same with the ceiling, the fire wouldn't flip under the floorboard into the next room. So I mean, on a wooden house, if a fire took place, we're talking minutes before it would burn down. It really is minutes. So to stop the flames flicking under the wall into the next room might give you a vital seconds for you to get out that property and survive it. It's a vital thing. You see a lot of properties where they're building them now and they're not putting these pieces to separate the rooms off, and basically if there's a fire in one room it goes straight on the floor or over the top into the ceiling and straight into the next one. So you've got to have these cut-offs in to separate the rooms off. In this case there's one here running across where the this boiler room will be. That has to be cut off. And then this is the kitchen area, is one piece, so that doesn't need anything. This is going to be the bedroom, so it's got to be a cut off there, cut off there. Again, from the bedroom to the main lounge or living room, I'm not sure what you would call that in English, lounge or a living room, I suppose. Maybe somebody can tell me that in the comments. And you're also in there. That's a Spalnik bedroom. Spalnik where you sleep. And then here is going to be a walk-in wardrobe. And this is the bathroom and toilet in there. And then another bedroom here. So these have to be separated off between each wall underneath. Where the wall comes down, underneath has to be separated. So the flame, if there's a fire, it can't flick under it. And if you look at this, we've got a 3D model here, which depends in a way. So it goes this way around. So you can imagine that's where the terrace is going to be, and that's where the other terrace is going to be. And even on this, hold on. Yeah, they're drawing it that way on, but it's okay. So the terrace is that way on. But here again, where the rooms are separated, you've got to have this underneath to stop flames if there's a fire jumping into the next room. It's a very important consideration that under a wall, in the floor, there has to be this separation in. And it's got to be in there. If somebody's building your property and they haven't got that in there, you should be questioning why not and get it put in. It's a simple thing, and it gives you a few seconds in the event of a fire. God help us if there was a fire and you couldn't get out, or you didn't detect it in time. Those few seconds is very, very important detail, and it's in Russian law actually about this piece, although it's not applied in a lot of places. So you can see we've got one piece coming in here, and it's the same up here. You can't see it on this drawing, but that's how it goes. So it's on with the outer piece there. That's the next part. So this is the first part coming in of this flooring. As you can see here, I've got a really nice joint there. It's nice and flush and all the rest of it. But this timber is not the best quality. It is warped somewhat. So what looks like a great joint, in a cold Russian winter, the wind will find that and it will blow through there, and you'll be wondering where the hell the air gaps are coming from, where the draft is coming from. And if you've got that all over your frame, guess what? You've got a cold house. Frame, coldest part of the house. So to mitigate that, we're using modern technology, a bit of spray foam in there as you make the joint, and problem solved. It's a great thing to do. Why have I got this bit of timber on here? What's all that about? You've just seen the video. Well, on that end there's no support, so if I put this piece of temporary wood on here, it just gives an exact level of there. So I've not got to measure, I've not got to mess around. It's exactly level with that. It's just plonk it in there, level it up, measure it up this side, make sure exactly the same, and on she goes. It's a little trick I learned some years back. So yeah, that's it so far. We've got most of the top of the contour done now, which is around there. And also I've put the penna, which shouldn't have been in here, but never mind. Doesn't affect anything. It's just so all the joints have got this foam in, insulating foam, to stop any. It's not dry actually yet. It's a bit sticky, but it will dry soon. All the way, and all the way inside as well. There, you can see all the way a little bit of foam, just to make sure that there's no gaps. And if there is any gaps, it's all sealed up. All that. Only a tiny little bit of expanding foam, and it seals any gaps up. So this is the floor. So the floorboards joists will be coming in here, along there. Again, they'll have foam on just to make sure there's no joints, and this will be insulated in here. So this is your what they call top of the contour. the warm contour of the floor. Obviously, if this was leaking gaps and this was leaking gaps, then you're going to get drafts coming in through your floorboards, which is what you don't want. So minimise it as much as possible by sealing up any joints with a bit of foam, and you can see it makes a good joint. It's a good thing to do. It's another thing you can save money on and increase. Here we are, there's another one, and really increase the thermal properties of your house. If you're having a place built and the builders are doing it, they won't put this stuff in. It's very unlikely. But you can go around and you can just seal it up. You don't take any great skill to do that. And it's cheap and effective, and it stops any air gaps coming in all the way around. This is another one here, and it really is effective. It stops anything coming in all the way down there as well. Well, it's 10 o'clock. It's just gone 10 o'clock at night here in Novgorod. And as you can see, today we got done most of the top de contour, which is the stuff that goes around the outside, and we made a good effort at the terrace decking, whatever you want to call it. So these what do you call these? I forgot what they call it in English. Laggy in Russian. These are all in, all looking good, and we've used the joists. That's what they are, joists. Yeah, and we've got joist hangers at that end, and on this end we are onto the obvязка. So that is almost complete. All I've got left to do tomorrow is to put in pieces in between here. In English, I think they're called noggins or something like that, or studs maybe. And in Russian, it's pyramishka. So those will be done tomorrow. And also today, a very quick and rough temporary staircase to get access to there, because the plan now is that will be my work area. So the saw over there will come over here, and I'll be able to cut timber here and bring it straight onto the floor, which is going to be over there. So you get an idea. So this is going to be my work area, and then the floor joists are all going to go in across here, and that's all going to be hopefully, if it's not raining tomorrow, we're looking at putting the joists in across there and the framing, and finish off this bit here. But first of all, I've got to get this finished up. So this is going to have the planks I would put on the top for the decking, and of course the studs that we put in, and then it's on with the rest of it. Now you can see it's not a huge house, but it's a good size.